Hi friends, my name is Raymond, and today I want us to take a quick look at my take on the recent abuses or desecration of holy statues and images of the Virgin Mary. And then we see if we can make useful deductions from what's going on. As you well know, some Virgin Mary statues have been smashed, some burnt, and others defaced. Now, take a quick look at the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 13, from verse 44 to 46, where Jesus gave the parable of the hidden treasure. Quote, "Again, the kingdom of heaven is like a treasure hidden in the field, which a man found and hid. In his joy, he goes and sells all that he has and buys the field." Close quote. Did you notice that the man did not sell all he had to buy the treasure? No. First of all, he was joyful and he sold all he had to buy the field that contains the treasure. So one of the ways to own a hidden treasure is to buy the field that contains it. And one of the ways to destroy a hidden treasure is to blow up or destroy the field that contains it. Either way, the treasure is the target. Jesus is the complete treasure of our souls. And St. Louis Maria de Montfort makes us to understand that there is no other created reality or being where Jesus exists and exerts his influence more than he does in the Blessed Virgin Mary. A simple proof is that the flesh that Jesus has was taken from the womb of Mary. So look at the closeness. So whether you take the argument to the issue of DNA or forensics or biospiritual relationship, the Virgin Mary contains the treasure called Jesus in a manner that I cannot fully describe or explain, and I humbly accept that I cannot. Jesus is the covenant, and Mary is the ark of the new covenant. So if you want to take complete possession of the covenant, then get the ark, possess the ark. On the opposite, if the enemy wants to separate you from the covenant, all he does is to steal the ark or destroy it or make you regard the ark as nothing. Simple technique. So when you hear that a statue of the Virgin Mary was burned or, desecrated, abused, you need to look no further, because you have to understand who is at work. Look beyond the physical. The evil one does not attack anything that is of little value in the Catholic Church. There must be a serious reason why the devil attacks the images of Mary and the Holy Rosary. So the more he attacks, is the more you should cling to Mother Mary and the Rosary. We need to wise up. Let me tell you, in John chapter 2 from verse 1 to 5, the luckiest thing that happened to the couple in the wedding at Cana in Galilee was the presence of the Virgin Mary at that wedding. Now, I'm not suggesting that the Virgin Mary was more important than Jesus at the wedding. No. However, when the wine finished, none of them would have persuaded Jesus better than his mother did. None of them. And even when Jesus told his mother that the time for working miracles was not yet come, she was not ready to take no for an answer. She was not.
In the wedding at Cana in Galilee, when the wine finished, the Blessed Virgin Mary was quick to notice. And wherever she's concerned, our Lord Jesus is always involved.
What's the matter?
He says there is no more wine.
What's that to you and me?
And even when Jesus has reason to say no,
My hour has not yet come.
without uttering one word, not even one word, she compelled him to do something. Can you beat that?
Do whatever he tells you.
Can you?
Fill the jars with water.
Two hearts of love, the united hearts of Jesus and Mary. The key to the heart of Jesus is Mary. When the wine finishes,
Draw some for the bride's father.
in your own Cana in Galilee, just get the Blessed Virgin Mary involved and watch how she uses the power of her intercession to get Jesus to act. Can you beat that? Mother Mary.
I'll take it to the chief steward.
Now, do you have such level of influence on Jesus like Mother Mary? No, you don't. If Jesus would not grant Mary's request for any other reason, at least he would do so in order to simply obey his mother. And this remains the case till date. So at Cana in Galilee, Mary was the field that contained the treasure, and Jesus was the treasure. And because Mary was involved, Jesus acted even when he said clearly that it was not time for him to start working miracles. Now, there's one big mistake we make when we engage the Blessed Virgin Mary through the rosary. Very big mistake. We lay more emphasis on the observable scary circumstances around us instead of focusing on the power, capability, and capacity of the Virgin Mary, the mother of Jesus. Confirm what I'm saying from the Gospel of Matthew, chapter 14, from verse 27 to 30. Recall that when Jesus asked Peter to walk towards him on the waters, Peter actually walked towards Jesus. Why? Because Peter focused on Jesus. Now, verse 30 says, quote, "But when he saw the wind, he was afraid, and beginning to sink, he cried out, 'Lord, save me.'" Close quote. St. Peter, who initially walked on the water, started sinking only when he recognized the enormity of the wind. I mean, the scary waves, I have a question for you. Why did Jesus blame Peter and call him a man of little faith? When did Peter doubt, and how? Well, Peter doubted when he appreciated the enormity or the power of the wind. And in doing so, he lost grip of the power of Jesus, which was greater than that of the wind. And looking at the scary waves, he thought for a second that he could drown. So he started sinking. However, when he started sinking, he cried out to Jesus. And by so doing, he professed his belief in the ability of Jesus to save. His belief in the superior power of Jesus, who as God, existed before the winds were created. And Jesus saved him. I said in my previous talk that practically speaking, faith is acting on what you believe. If you just believe without acting on what you believe, you may not get the desired result. In Matthew chapter 9 from verse 20 to 22, the woman of the issue of blood believed that if she could touch the garment of Jesus, she would be cured. But I tell you, if she only believed without actually touching Christ's garment, she would have gotten no cure. That is plain truth. So faith is actually acting on what you believe. Peter believed that Jesus, who asked him to meet him on the water, could make him walk on the water. So he acted on his belief initially, and he actually walked on the water. The problem was that Peter could not hold on to his faith long enough. So if you believe and exercise your faith based on your belief, then hold on to it. Hold on to it. Resist the fear. In your country, is your country sinking into chaos and anarchy? And you're praying the rosary in numbers and things seem to be getting worse? Hang on. Don't drop your rosary. Don't. Hang on. Don't. Keep saying it. Or you're praying the rosary and your marriage is still sinking, or your health is getting worse, or your financial situation is getting messier, or are you a seminarian and your vocation is sinking? You're in trouble. Those are the waves that Peter looked at before he started sinking. Don't look at them. Just hang on. 1 day, 1 week, 2 weeks, keep saying it. Yeah, 5 decades, 20 decades of the rosary. You can even add bread and water fast on Wednesdays and Fridays. Continue daily and you will be shocked at how the story will end. No. Don't drop the rosary. Keep saying it. Yeah. Keep saying it and you will see. You will see. After all, why did St. James say in James chapter 4 verse 7, quote, submit yourselves before God. Resist the devil and he will flee away from you. Close quote. In submitting yourselves before God, you pray harder. In resisting the devil, you patiently hold on to your prayers, because even the devil knows how to sustain his attacks. So in order to test how long you can hang on, the devil keeps on attacking to destroy you. And patience is your ability to ask for something at point A and wait till you get it at point B. You know, you cannot just enter the university today and ask for your degree certificate tomorrow. We have to learn how to wait on God by prayers. The devil doesn't quit easily. So in the context of my presentation, St. James is telling you that if you pray hard and resist the devil by resisting the temptation to drop your prayers, the devil will flee. Peace will return. Your vocation will remain. Your health will be recovered. Your marriage will be restored. And so on and so forth. Only if you hang on. Please, don't drop it. Keep saying it. In summary, do all within your power to get that field called Mary in order to enjoy the treasure called Jesus completely. And one of the easiest ways to bring Mary into your life is by doing total consecration, according to St. Louis Maria de Montfort, for 33 days, and by saying your rosary daily. And finally, whenever you pray the rosary and nothing happens, stay on. Mother Mary does not assure trouble-free journey. No. She can never assure you a bump-free ride, but she assures safe arrival. I'm sure of this. Please, do not drop that rosary. Looking at me. I'm talking to you. Hold on to it. Say it. Yeah. Say it. Do me a favor. Say it and watch what happens. The devil wants to know how long you can hang on. Our Lord wants to know how long you can persevere. Persistence is the key. Say it. Even if it's getting worse. And tell me what happened later. And I thank you for watching. Bye for now. God bless you.